What's going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Truck News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to the show today, and I appreciate you guys so much. Tomorrow, the big eclipse. Man, the media has been going crazy about this, telling people that, this is a big prize event, right? I guess this eclipse, if you don't see it for the 4 minutes that you do when it happens, basically, you won't see it for another 325 years. So we'll die before we see it again. So it's in the sight of 12.6 million people. So millions of people are all across states want to go to this. And so Texas and certain other states are banning oversized trucks. And so just remember, tomorrow, if you're oversized, specialty permitted equipment, do not drive. Make sure that you reach out to your dispatchers, reach out to whoever you need to reach out to and say, hey, if anything, you might be a little late, because even if you are not an oversized and there are hundreds of thousands of people blocking the highway, there's going to be a lot of traffic. You might not get to where you need to go tomorrow. So just triple check that. A thing that I thought was interesting that came out, these numbers came out, Transport Topics talks about this here. So last year, 68,229 drug violations. And so in 2022, it was 67,775, right? Now, from that 68,229, there were over 12,000 truck drivers that actually went to the clinic and pretty much left. And that refusal is like an automatic fail. So all I have to say is, why the heck are we still using when we're professional truck drivers? That's all I got to say. I know I shouldn't have my opinion on this, but Mutha Truckers, comment down below, let me know. And again, these are the people that were positive, but that were caught to do this, right? I mean, there's probably so many more drivers out there, and that's a really scary narrative to think about. Mutha Truckers, comment down below. What are your thoughts about that? Should you be very clean, or should you be like this? And I think most people would think that safety would come first. The big one that we had on the thumbnail and title that we definitely need to talk about is back in 2022, I talked about this video. There was even a dash cam of it. It happened in August 2022 on the I-5 in Washington, north of Seattle. And there's a couple players in this. So I'm just reading this out, but I want you guys to know. So there's a new, like spanking new Washington State trooper, and his name is Absent, right? This Asian cat right here, I believe. And then there's a Sergeant Johnson, right? That's his boss. And then there is a man named Fouch. Fouch is the truck driver. And you know how we always say that they try to blame the truck driver? In this situation, they actually did blame the truck driver, and later did an internal investigation. Just came out that, yeah, the sergeant lied to back up the new state trooper. And this could have been something bad, that Fouch could have lost his CDL because of this, right? And there was a dash cam. So there was an accident up front. So Absent was the new state trooper, and they have this technique, and he's swerving back and forth, and you can see it in the dash cam, right? A little bit. He's swerving back and forth, just trying to clear lanes. I've seen officers do this before, but clearly he was doing the maneuver wrong because Fouch the truck driver could not see him, and pretty much collided with the truck driver. And the dash cam shows that. Now, Sergeant Johnson had a tech investigator come out to check out the accident. And when he did, the tech actually said that, no, this is the state trooper's fault for crashing into the truck driver.
For the record, this is kind of unusual, but I'm definitely on your client's side for this case. I don't think an infraction should have been written.
Sergeant Johnson actually wanted like a second opinion on this and says, are you sure? Because I'm sure it's the truck driver's fault. And so at the end of the day, 2 months later, Fouch, the truck driver, gets a ticket for this. Well, they do this internal investigation, find out that no, the sergeant was pushing a false narrative, and making it the truck driver's fault, even when the tech investigator said it is not the truck driver's fault. It's the new state trooper's fault on this. So, super sad. At the end, you would think that something would really happen, but at the end of the day, the young trooper got like 10 days of training, right, for this. And the sergeant recently retired. So, what the Washington State Patrol did was they didn't fire him. They didn't take away his pension. They didn't do any of that stuff. What they did was they just said he's no longer a part of the organization, which he retired with full benefits. And I'm not trying to take money out of a man's mouth or anything like that from providing for his family. But if he got caught up for this, what else was he doing all these years, right? This Sergeant Johnson. So Mud Truckers, comment down below, but just wanted to give you guys some information about this. Be safe out there. Make sure you have a dash cam because you just can't trust nobody. Even with the dash cam, Fauch almost lost his case, which at the point he did until they did an internal investigation. So it's just screwy and it sucks. But hey, at the end, they got it right.